When I lost my sight almost entirely about 17 years ago, I needed to reinvent myself from being a commercial photographer to an art photographer. And I remembered when I was in college that there was a beautiful, simple, inexpensive process called cyanotype. So I thought I would make a few just to get started again doing something. And it turned out that the blue color really deeply affected people. So I went on to have about 175 shows around the world over the next 20 years. The camera is extraordinarily beautiful, Deerdorf camera from somewhere between 1900 and 1905. As my sight faded, it was wonderful because it's got an 11x14 back, and I could see something through there. And then as it diminished more to where I am now, Daniel, who was here, would just direct my hands over the screen. But we've worked together for so long that basically all I have to do is speak out loud with the slightest direction, and he makes the photographs with me in a way that I feel like I'm making them myself.
You can turn your head, I think. There we go. Okay.
Since this was set, originally in 1880, 85, it seemed really appropriate, the process and the camera, and the fact that I more than know what it feels like to be unsighted. I was actually even deaf for a while. I had a stroke that precipitated my illness from HIV, and I was deaf for one day, completely in both ears, and my sight went away very quickly. So I have a special feeling. It's a marvelous thing to make photographs with this camera because it's more like sitting for a still life or a watercolor. There's no jumping around. The camera only has a speed of a 15th of a second. The slow shutter speed seems to slow myself down and slow my subjects down. No one seems to mind holding still, and it often has been described to me as therapy. It's therapy for the subjects, and it's certainly therapy for me. And it's been like that from the first day. I could fall down the stairs and then turn around and make an entire show and not even think one thought that I can't see it, because I can.
That's kind of beautiful.
There is an alternative world out there that is as powerful as anything that one might describe as normal. Obviously, Helen Keller brought it to the zenith with her life. I think that that's the whole message, is that whatever it is that you think is your adversity is actually your strength.